So silver spot price is a little down, and so you want to go to your LCS and find some bargains. So what do? Rounds or bars? That is the question. T. Hello, silver fans. This is T, and you're in the place to be for silver education, acquisition, and entertainment. And hey, a classic question, rounds versus bars. In today's video, I am going to show you a variety of both and give you my opinion on what you should be purchasing when you hit that LCS looking for those bargains. And you know, the generics are what we always look for the bargain basement prices. Most LCSs that you go to will have a little box or a bin where you can sift through the generics and usually find those as your bargains, about as close to spot as you're going to get. The next step up would be sovereign coins that are not as popular and well known. But if you're looking for the best bang for your buck, you're looking at generics. So let's talk a little bit about rounds and bars. But first, let me ask you to please hit that like button. Just remember to do that. That helps me out. That helps more people see my videos. That helps me grow my channel. And I really appreciate it. Also, if you're not a subscriber yet, please consider hitting that subscription button. Hit that subscribe, and you will be notified of all of my upcoming videos. If you also remember to hit that little bell icon there, that little bell logo, and that too will help me immensely. Hey, so let's get right into it. As I mentioned, I'm going to show you a variety of bars and rounds that I've picked up over the years at my LCS and different coin shops that I visited around the state and even out of state. I'm always looking for that bargain. This one happens to be a United States Silver Corporation. As you could see here, a Secretariat, 1973. For some odd reason, that tends to be a very popular year for silver bars. These little 1 ounce bars are commonly referred to as art bars, and one of the things that I like about them is their variety of subject matter and artwork. Secretariat, of course, famous racehorse from back in the day, and I happen to be someone who is someone that enjoyed horse racing growing up as a college student and into my young adulthood, and still like to go to the horse races every once in a blue moon. So I saw that one, and I paid up for that one. I paid a little bit more than spot. I try not to pay too much more than spot when it comes to buying my generics. But let's alternate here. Here is a round, a Liberty round from 1986. I would consider that vintage since it's 1980s. You tell me whether or not you think that's vintage. I know there's older ones out there, but this one caught my eye. Look at that beautiful eagle, and that design on the front is very eye-catching as well. And let's go back to the bars. Here's an interesting one. The gentleman I bought this from in Ohio gave me this for just basically generic price at the time. I can't even remember what spot price was at the time, but I do remember being very surprised that he gave me such an interesting bar for basically just a smidge over spot price. And so this one, I am not a Freemason. I don't know much about it, but if I ever go to resell this one somewhere down the road, I'm sure that someone out there might have a particular interest in this one if they happen to be a Freemason or have a relative that's a Freemason. Now this one is a classic. It's an A mark. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, take a look at the date on this one as well. You guessed it, 1973 again. So Coincidence or not, I don't know. They must have minted a lot of silver bars in 1973. This one's a classic, an old A-mark from, let's see, no date on this one. Nope. But A-mark, I want to bring up A-mark, one of the YouTubers that I respect very much. I'm a fan of his channel. And whenever the new videos come out, I am sure to watch. His name is Silver Heist, and I'm going to put a link down below in the description to a video that he made not too long ago that referenced A-mark. And if you're a silver stacker and you're serious about your stacking, you should definitely check that out. So shout out to Silver Heist. Okay, hey, Watergate. 1973 again. Look at the design on this one. I do remember purchasing this one at the Gold Depot. Happens to be my local coin shop. And again, 1973. Watergate. Oh boy. So it was commemorated right here, that time in American history, in the form of a Watergate silver bar, 1973. And now for one of my favorite silver rounds. Honest value never fails. And this one's getting toned up pretty good since I bought it. And this one is from the Liberty Mint. This is a pretty popular silver round. Matter of fact, famous YouTuber, probably the most famous YouTuber, Silver Dragons, considers this his personal favorite, or at least the last time I watched one of his videos that it featured silver rounds. Okay, back to bars. This is an Engelhard, an older one. Let me maybe see if I can fix the light here. There we go. You can see it a little bit better now. Engelhard bar. Engelhard is basically the name in silver bars. As you can see, this one happens to have a serial number on it, and it's got that flat back with nothing on it. And so this is the interesting side here. Very cool old vintage bar. And so this one I do recall paying a little bit more than spot. So don't get the wrong idea. Not every one of these is your bargain basement. Some of them are just so darn cool. I am willing to pay a little bit more to add them to my stack collection. Many of you know me as not only a stacker, but a collector as well. I consider myself a stack collector, and looks like I wore out my little wheel. I wasn't sure how many ounces this little El Cheapo from eBay might hold. I thought, well, perhaps my 5-ounce bar, well, what the heck, I might as well show you now. I thought, well, maybe this one would be the one that puts it over the edge that causes it to stop. So I'll have to remember that in the future. I've got a limited number of ounces that this little wheel can hold. But this is a Silvertowne, originally from Winchester, Indiana, founded by a gentleman named Leon Hendrickson. I read his book a while back. If you're interested in that, I'll put a link down in the description as well. I made a video on that, that some of you who like to partake in that old-fashioned hobby called reading, if you like to read like I do, you might find this one, the story of Leon Hendrickson and Silvertowne, to be as fascinating as I did. And so here are, speaking of Engelhard, here's an Engelhard round. And the old Prospector from 1982. What a cool one. And there's another one. This one's got some tone to it. And as you could see, I tend to collect and stack more rounds than I do bars. But I do find bars very fascinating. Perhaps it's because some of the bars that I come across are just more collectible, and therefore more expensive. So I wind up with more rounds as time goes on. And I'm sure most of these are familiar to you if you are a serious stacker and you've been at it a while. There we go, the old Sunshine Mint. These guys actually send the blanks to the U.S. Mint, and basically the blanks that American Silver Eagles are made into. And speaking of eagles, take a look at this one. This one looks like a little bit like an eagle on the attack, walking on the ground screaming at some scavenger trying to take its prey or something like that. But I've got, here's one, heads or tails. Either you get the bull on this side or you get the bear on that side, and that kind of depicts what the markets are like these days. Basically, flip a coin, folks, because there are so many different factors that go into what happens to the market. Here's an old 1981. I remember purchasing this one down in Lafayette, Indiana. I paid just bargain basement, just a little over spot for that. Here's another. Lots of eagles depicted on these silver rounds. Liberty 1984. And some of these rounds have such interesting depictions. I kind of wonder, boy, I wish the U.S. Mint would have looked at some of these, because some of the rounds that I have, their depictions of the American Eagle are better than the Type 2 American Silver Eagle. And so, and this one has a flag with it there, U.S. Assay Office. And this one I picked particularly, it's 1976, particularly because it says, God bless America. And I am all for that. God bless America. God bless you for watching this video. I appreciate it. And so my preference is, usually when I'm looking for bargains, I'm looking for whatever's cheaper. In some cases, that might be round. Some cases, if it's between a round and a bar that's the same price, it basically comes down to the design and the age of it. I like old stuff. I like more interesting stuff. And so that's where my heart lies. I buy what I can, when I can, and when I can go to the LCS and make a purchase, I'm looking for interesting things. So I hope you enjoyed this video. You tell me down in the comment section, bars or rounds? What do you prefer and why? So tell the rest of us, and good luck in your search through those old bargain bins at your LCS. I always prefer to shop local, and I hope you do too. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.